Hello friends, and welcome to another session of Inclusive Cloud. Today we are going to learn how are we going to put your customer opening balances and vendor and expense vendor opening balances when you migrate to Inclusive Cloud. So without wasting much time, let us get into the application. To get into Inclusive Cloud, you have a menu called as Utility, and under Utility you have Upload Link, where you see two important menus. One is the Upload Opening Balance, which you can click. And here you have the uploading for customers as well as vendors. Well, job workers and manufacturing job vendors are not required for most of you, but customers and vendors are what we're going to look into. In instructions, as usual, we have the demo file, and this is how the demo file would look like. You have party, which is the customer. You have pay type, which is whether it's a bill or an on account. You have bill number, bill date, bill amount, outstanding amount, and credit period. So let me give you a few examples to explain how this works. So now I'm showing you the bills of one particular party. There's AM Furnishing. There are two invoices. This is the invoice number, and you have the invoice date, the bill amount, and the outstanding amount. That is the amount that you need to collect. You can define a credit period. So what happens is if you start credit blocking in the software, then 30 days from 2025, the customer will be blocked if he doesn't pay the outstanding amount for this invoice. Now, in the second case, there is an invoice which is partially paid. 800 rupees have been paid either by discount or credit note or by a receipt. So the outstanding is only 3,000 rupees. So this also comes in with 30 days credit. Now the next entry is a receipt entry, which is 18,000 receipt, which has not been knocked off. So this is an on-account receipt entry, which is yet to be knocked off, and that will also come. All that you need to do is put is on account. You don't have to put a negative sign. You don't have to put anything else. Just put on account here. The next one is a credit note, which again has to be defined as an on account, whereas you can give the credit note number here, and you can define the date, the credit note amount, the available amount of the credit note to be knocked off. Sometimes if you have partially knocked off credit notes, that is a part of the credit note is already knocked off in the previous software, then you can bring in only the outstanding amount here. And so you can create all your customer outstanding sheets like this, one below the other, and then you can go into the software and upload this sheet. Most important thing to realize is the customer name used here should exactly match with the customer name in your customer master. So at any point in time, the customer names have to be exactly the same. So please make a note that all your customer names are same. For the vendor as well, it is the same story. The sheet remains exactly the same. Just the thing that you need to keep in mind is any debits to the vendor, which is like a debit note, you have to define as an on account. So a debit note is defined as an on account. So these you don't have to define as negative. So this is basically a payment made to the vendor, which has not been knocked off. And this is a debit note. So it's exactly the inverted logic, but everything else remains the same. In the vendor also, you can define a credit period if you want a vendor-wise, bill-wise aging. So this was pretty simple. Keep learning, keep working with Inclusive Cloud.